And it's just the nature of that fraternity. You know, it's they come with a philosophy, and, you know, you can try to buck it if you want to, but more than likely they're gonna get you out the way and stay in formation.
What's up, everyone? I was watching this interview with Tucker Carlson and Ice Cube. I'll leave a link in the description below. But it's a pretty good interview. Actually, the whole thing's pretty good. So I'll leave a description. You check it out if you haven't seen it yet. Well, anyways, there's a part in there that gets me because it's a lot of stuff I'm talking about, right? Where he talks about trusting the cops or police, or I don't remember exactly how it was, but I'm gonna leave a little piece of it in this video, and then I'll leave the description where the whole thing is. Anyways, he talks about how it's been a little bit since I watched it now, so hold on. Anyways, he like the cops are all a fraternity, and their fraternity's orders or beliefs are above everything, and it's to do what they got to do every way possible, get it done, and make sure, however you do it, that you're the one that goes home at night for them, not you, you know, them. And that's exactly the truth. And that's the thing, they're following their own rules, and you know, and that's one thing I'm gonna be talking about in my next video, or the one I'm trying to work on anyways. We're talking about living in honor, and so, right, like these people pretend there's fraternity, okay? That's what I'm talking, this fraternity that they're like Ice Cube's talking about, I guess. You know, it's real, the fraternity, the Blue Line Gang or whatever, but the real fraternity and who they're there to protect is another group I've been talking about, which is why I'm in all this trouble I'm in, you know, because they're not gonna have it. And they don't like publicity. They don't like you giving them publicity, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. We'll get into more of that later. But anyways, yeah, it's fraternity, and that's their thing, and they don't care about. I'll leave the clip here, and you'll hear what he has to say, and it's pretty interesting because it's spot on, you know. And for that, I mean, yeah, and, you know, this group, you know, this fraternity, they're the enforcement arm of the group I'm kind of talking about in my videos. If you're catching in on any of that, I'll make it more clear later. I gotta watch what I say, I guess, because I suppose, I don't know, but I mean, not because I'm worried about. It's about for my videos, you know. I gotta catch up on what all I can, because I know, you know, if you out them, it's, you know, I'm living proof of that right now. Anyways, I'll leave the clip here in a minute, and let's check it out.
What's your view of the police at this point?
It's the same, you know. It really is, you know. It's like looking at, like, what's your view of the military? Like, they're the military. They're always gonna be the military. If I asked you this in 1946, you'd be like, they're the military. Yeah. So it's a fraternity. It's an organization that does things a certain way. And I think their philosophy sometimes is detrimental to the people they're serving, because I think cops have a win and make it home philosophy. Win whatever battles you have in the street, make it home at night. And that's actually the most important thing. And everything else, people's rights, doing things the right way, being totally fair and square all the time and not, being a little aggressive, all that comes second to win the encounter, make it home at night. And you can't really fault somebody for thinking that way as a police officer, but that's the philosophy, so everything else comes second to that. So, guy might not care if he violated your rights. He's gonna win this encounter, he's gonna make it home tonight. And that's all that matters, and sometimes I think that's what we see is an organization hell-bent on winning and not a fraternity or organization hell-bent on upholding the law and doing everything right or by the book, so to speak.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's just the nature of that fraternity.
Maybe of organizations.
Yeah, it's they come with a philosophy, and you can try to buck it if you want to, but more than likely they're gonna get you out the way and stay in formation.
So anyways, there's that. I don't so much agree with the, he says you can't fault them. I mean, I get where he's coming from and all that, but, we can't fault them, officers, for having that mentality. Well, you can, because the problem is no different than signing up to the military. They sign up to protect and serve the public. That's what it's supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be no fraternity. You are our public servants. You are our employees, and we shouldn't be so forgiving about these mistakes when they make them, and saying we can't fault them. We can, because many times they're the aggressor to begin with. He says the thing is to win the encounter. That's how, but they're the ones that usually start the encounter. So they start the encounter, and then their goal is, and they're trained to win that encounter, whatever it takes to win that, violating your rights or not, being dishonorable or not, being shitty humans, whatever. As long as they live the rest of their life in honor, because they have a badge, then there's an excuse for all the shitty stuff they have to do and for ruin your lives and stuff. So, I mean, the one thing I disagree, pretty much he paints the picture of what is going on with our police force, but the only thing I disagree with is that we have to understand, to be so understanding and forgiving about it, because we need to stand up and start holding these people accountable to their oaths. And that's so one of my next videos, probably next or whenever, this one just caught my attention, so I'd stop, wanted to do something about it, but say something about it. But one of my I want to sit down and talk about living in honor, the subject of honor, and these people taking their oaths, honors and oaths and bonds and stuff like that. But otherwise, so that's pretty much what we got going on there. They're living however they, they are following their own rules, and the thing is they aren't in honor because they're not living up to the oath that they took, and most of these oaths are said, and we'll get into that, but so they they can't live up to their oaths. They've taken oaths to the Constitution, taken oaths to protect your rights, and instead they are their own top priority. Well, if you're a sissy and that's how you got to be about it, don't become a cop. But the truth is, that's the kind of people they won't accept real good people. They are weeding them all out. And I get people tell me, yeah, there's some good cops. I've seen some possibly good cops in my life, more so back in the day, not so much these days, and they are weeding them all out. So anyways, yeah, go ahead and check out that interview. It's kind of interesting. It's Ice Cube with Tucker Carlson. I'll leave the link in the description below. Otherwise, leave me your comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me your thoughts on it, and or anything else on that interview. That's cool too. And always don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and keep those prayers coming too. Right. Anyways, have a good day.